This is Sirach, chapter 14, verse 5. He that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? He shall not take pleasure in his goods. Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. That's the true power of heaven and earth. In the name of the Holy Spirit. Double honors to the apostles and elders and bishops of Great Millstone who taught us this truth and continually teach us this truth. Peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect that's laboring in his word and truth and sincerity. Lord willing, this could be an edifying video. All right, it's going to be a quick video. All right, I'm going to run this back, though. This is Sirach, chapter 14, verse 5. He that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? He shall not take pleasure in his good. So Esau, he's evil to himself. He has betrayed his own. Okay, and now you got these Edomites. As you see this is the Tucker Carlson News Network. All right, I follow him on X. He put this up. It says, "We were betrayed, but we can still rebuild the America we were promised." Tucker Carlson explains how in tomorrow's live stream, which will be today. And I seen an image where it was him. You had Taylor, Major Green, I forget how you say that bitch name. Majori Green, something like that. You had her and pretty much some other Edomites where they're pushing for a third party. You know, they're talking about the Republicans and the Democrats. You know, pretty much they're both the same. All right. You got these lower Edomites beginning to see it. But, you know, this is false hope for you Edomites. All right. You Edomites are through. All right. You have been betrayed by your own. Okay. Esau is evil to himself. The elites don't give a damn about you, man. They view you as cattle. Okay. They don't give a damn about what you Edomites are, you know, how you feeling. You know, you feeling betrayed because, yes, Trump did commit treason, man. And what he did by merging the militaries with the tiny tops, you know, he pretty much gave over the country to them. You know, they running this shit. All right, they all in the Pentagon. You know, during the war, you had IDF soldiers in the Pentagon, in the damn, you know, calling shots and shit. They run this shit. And these Edomites are seeing it, okay? Tucker Carlson, he's a heavy voice on that. You know, now you got Alex Jones calling for Trump to be impeached. All right, and these were diehard Trump supporters, man. Okay, whether they're controlled opposition or not, you know, this just goes to show you that the Edomite is through. Okay, he's been betrayed by his own. And, you know, all they got is to look down on Jake. You know, you still got these videos where these Edomites is talking about, the 13%, and they're only 13%, and they make up the most crimes, and like you devils don't do anything. Meanwhile, your own have betrayed you, man. Let me get this quote from Lyndon B. Johnson. All right, me and the brother Yawanathan, we love this quote, man. It says, "If you can convince the lowest white man he's better than the best colored man, he won't notice you're picking his pocket. Hell, give him somebody to look down on, and he'll empty his pockets for you." So you Edomites, you know, being able to look down on Jake is the only comfort that you have, because they know what's going on. They know that this is the tiny tops war. A lot of these Edomites said this is their war. Why are we fighting for a war of another country? And, you know, you when you ask, it's videos when you ask these soldiers or, you know, people that work in Congress, all right, when you ask them America first or or Israel first. They don't want to answer it. So you Edomites, you're cooked. Okay? You're cooked, man. You have been betrayed by your own. Okay, so Tucker Carlson, I may not even watch this, or I may if I see it pop up. Well, it says on his website. Yeah, I'm not about to go to his website. But, talking about rebuilding America after the great betrayal. You're not going to rebuild anything, man. Okay? The Lord is the one that's breaking this place down. You ain't about to fucking rebuild, man. All right? You're not about to fix the corruption. See, you don't have as much power as you think you have. Yeah, you have a voice. Yeah, you can put up videos and other Edomites can relate to you. But them Edomites is clocking in at work, going home to their families. They're not about to fucking do anything, man. See, it's really gonna take famine, which they're saying diesel, we're having diesel shortages, which is about to shoot the price of diesel up, which will make everything else go up. And that goes into the scripture where it says, suddenly shall the full storehouses appear empty. Okay, and then you Edomites may wake up and turn up. But long as you can work, long as you can go home to your family and lock the door and have some comfort, you devils ain't about to do shit. But this place is done. Okay? See if some more was there. Damn. Verse 6, there is none worse than he that envieth himself, and this is a recompense of his wickedness. And if he doeth good, he doeth it unwillingly, and at the last, he will declare his wickedness. So Esau, he just making it known. This nigga don't give a damn. All right? At this point, they're just like, fuck it. We're just moving forward with our agenda. And all those who's in opposition of it, they plan on putting to death any damn way. All right? But there is no rebuilding this place because this place is done. So, I'm pretty sure it's a lot of Edomites that relate to Tucker Carlson. You got Edomites burning the MAGA hat, burning, the MAGA shirts and shit like that. But hey, it's this other video, man. I should have had it queued up. This guy, he dresses as the Joker, and he does videos, and he's calling for for civil unrest and for people to rouse up. And he was saying, he did this one video yesterday. He was like, yeah, I know you voted for him, and he's listing all the bad things that Trump has done. And he mentioned how he committed treason. And hey, you Edomites are through, man. Hey, the last Trump. But this is Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 7. Babylon have been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. So the Lord is the one that built this place up. And now he's taking this place down. All right, and these other nations that adopted the ways of Babylon, they're beginning to see that this place is going down. And they're all for it. They're not trying to help prevent, Babylon's downfall. Hey, they all for it, man. Now they're saying Ukraine is completely out of air defenses, and Trump has denied to send them any, saying the focus is the Middle East, So Ukraine is through, man. They're about to just get hammered. They're already getting hammered. But now that they're out of missile defenses, and they're saying North Korea has sent, ballistic missile launchers, and, they sent a whole lot of shit. So, and they about to just pound Ukraine out. It's a wrap now. Okay? So, hey, your weakness is being visible to the whole world, all right? All these reports coming out on how the stockpiles is at an all-time low. This place is done, man. It says, Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her? Take balm for her pain, if so she may be healed. Right, and this came, out of nowhere, man. You Edomites voted for this guy. You thought Biden was bad. Oh, man, Biden, this guy, he's ruining our country. Oh, man, we need Trump in there. Trump's going to fix shit. Trump, man, you Edomites were proud when Trump got back in there, man. You Edomites were turned up. Yeah, Trump, yeah. He was running off that Save America and, he's going to end the wars. What you got, how do you say the bitch name? Taylor Marjorie Greene, something like that. She was saying that how, yeah, he promised us no more wars and promised us this and that and the third. And he went against everything he promised. Okay? It says, we will have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her and let us go, every one into his own country. For her judgment reacheth unto heaven and is lifted up even to the skies. So this place is done. It's toast. All right, the Lord is about to tear this place down, man. But you Edomites, all right, you're beginning to see that the elite don't give a damn about you. And a lot of these Edomites already know that. That's why they try to separate themselves from the tiny tops. They try to classify the J-ish people as a separate, race of people. Y'all are the same people, man. That's your head tribe. They just don't give a damn about y'all. They're evil to themselves. They view their own people as goy, man. Hey, man, Esau is a wild, wicked nigga, man. This nigga would put his own seed in captivity, man. When we was in hardcore bondage and Esau would impregnate, one of our, women, he would fucking put his seed in slavery. What a wicked nigga. So he's done that to his own people, man. You Edomites, you have a birth certificate and a social security number. Okay, you have to go to work. You have to pay taxes. You have to, which you had white privileges, but hey, that's gone. You don't even have white privilege. Hey, white privileges is that shit is pretty, that's pretty much gone. You still got some, this is still your kingdom, but hey, you getting treated just like a nigga, man. You beginning to feel like a nigga now. That's why you got these Edomites putting up videos complaining about how they can't survive in this economy. And hey, oh well, man, you a 2-time loser. Okay? But what this is all going to lead to is going to be sedition, man. See, the Edomite is his back is against the wall, man. Not only has he been betrayed by his own, this nigga is seeing the, Jake, man. He's seeing his woman all over Jake. I mean, it's so many videos on the internet of the Edomite woman just obsessed with Jake. Being asked questions about Jake and, saying how she prefers Jake over Esau. And, Esau is being viewed as insecure and he's being exposed all over the internet. Like, you're really losing power, man. And these Edomites can feel it. So it's going to get to a point where these motherfuckers is, and I see it with famine. I see it with this diesel shortage. Okay? I see them doing, these patriotic devils, man. The ones that don't go to war. Because a lot of you gonna get sent overseas. All right? But like, I do see certain sects, certain, militia groups forming up and certain sects of Edomites that, hey, they gonna fight, man. It's gonna be civil unrest here. But this is 2 Esdras 15 and 16. Matter of fact, I'm starting verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. That's civil unrest. So you're going to have these Edomites, man, that can relate to Tucker Carlson, that's in that mentality. They're going to realize that they got to get violent. And then their back is going to be pushed against the wall when things are unaffordable anyway. So they're going to pick up them sticks, man, them swords. And they're going to really try to storm the Capitol, man. They're going to really try to take this bitch back over. But it's going to be too late because Esau is already preparing for that. Okay? And they're going to have drones deployed. They're going to have all kind of shit to where a lot of you Edomites, you just going to get put to death. All right? Is that a deer? Damn, it's always deers out here. Yup. All right, reading on. For there shall be sedition among men. When you look up the word sedition, it means a incitement of insightful speech of rebellion against authority. Okay? So, like, pretty much what Tucker Carlson is, he's damn near doing that. Which he's not, he's not technically doing it. But for him to, for them, pushing that, we've been betrayed and, we need to open up a new party and, pretty much in a way that would be sedition, which let's look it up. Let's look it up. All right. Yeah, so it says sedition is the crime of using speech, writing, or organization to incite people to rebel or rise up against an established government. Okay? So it's about to be a lot of this, man. Because once this economy collapse, you cannot, there's no more, he's playing 5-6D chess. Trust the process. There's no more of that shit, man. You Edomites, a lot of you are in denial. You see what's happening, but you're in denial. You don't want to accept it. No. He would never do this. No. He loves America. Hey. You about to have a cold reality check. So it says, they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. Everything is about to get shut down, man. Okay, once these diesel shortages really manifest, which I'm hoping I see diesel even more when I hit the gas station. I said grocery. I was about to say grocery store, but when I hit the gas station, I'm hoping I see it increase some more because the past 2 days I've been seeing it go up. All right, but once there's no diesel, you're not going anywhere. You're not going to have gas at all because it takes diesel to move gas to these gas stations. All right, these trucks carry them tankers that fill up the gas at these pumps. Okay, food, ambulances, fire trucks, all of America runs on diesel. So this is going to affect everything. All right, school buses, kids won't be able to catch the school bus to school. Hey, man, this is beautiful. The water Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. This is what we've been waiting for, man. The complete collapse of this place, because they're about to fully push and set up the new digital blockchain system, which will lead to the MOTB. It says, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. So we already know how the woman is going to be. She's the weaker vessel. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. So that's when it's really going to get violent out here. That's when these Edomites is really going to turn up. All right. Once there's a lack of bread, people going to turn on each other and kill, their own neighbors, kill their best friends, kill their relatives, kill. just to survive, man. All right? And this is all being done because the elites have an agenda and they don't give a damn about, if you're not in their circle, they don't give a damn about you. So you Edomites, you have been betrayed. All right? And there's no healing for this place. This place is done. All right, Lord willing, this was edifying. With that, I'm going to say shalom.